Merry Christmas, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. This is Ari Shaw, just wishing you a safe and joyous season. Remember to practice moderation in the alcohol consumption and even the food consumption this year. And remember to love your neighbors and your friends so that you all may have a Merry Christmas this 2023.
Nothing else sounds as good as
WEFM, the clean, fresh sound.
Activated Mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now.
You know, like how that Mariah song is the theme song for International. That song, All I Want for Christmas Is You. That song from Mariah. This is our international. This is our national introduction song for Christmas.
You declaring that?
Yeah.
But before we hop back into discussion, the time is 7:45 and we're back with Activated Mornings. And there it is.
All right, and just a reminder that Sian is on vacation, so this is normally his slot. So this is the reason why you're not hearing from his commentary today. So over to you, Ari.
Yes, here it is. We have our giveaway for today. Massey Stores is giving away, I believe this is Jose Perez coffee. And in order to win, you need to call in or text and say, Christmas isn't complete without. The number to call is 457-9997. The number to WhatsApp is also 457-9997. And we're live on YouTube and Facebook. So once again, Christmas isn't complete without the first caller will walk away with a Jose Perez coffee.
This is just without anything?
What do you mean?
The response, anything?
Yeah, anything goes.
Right.
Anything goes. That's easy. It's that easy to win.
Yeah, I thought it was like a trick question or something.
No, that's that easy to win. And then you collect that Massey Stores branch in Kingston, close to NIS. Walk with the ID, collect between the hours of 8 and 4. Christmas isn't complete without. So while we await the participants this morning, yeah, you were saying that you don't know how you feel about persons.
I think we have a call, Ari.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
This is the first caller. Good morning, caller.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good evening.
So Christmas isn't go ahead.
Christmas isn't complete without.
Without what? What's it not complete without what for you?
Coffee.
Without the coffee? Oh, you're playing smart. All right, well, if Christmas isn't complete without coffee for you, well, we have to give it to you because it's a very open-ended question. So, all right, so if you could just, and I realize that you're calling on WhatsApp, so if you could just give us your name and we will take your number from off the screen. All right, what's your name?
Shantique.
Was it, say that again, Shanti?
Shantique. SHON.
Shanti?
TIQUE.
Oh, okay.
Yes, please.
Shantik Sam.
Yes, please.
All right. So Shantik, thank you for taking part in our competition this morning, and congrats to you because Christmas isn't complete without coffee for you. All right. She plays smart, Harry.
All right.
All right. Thank you very much. Okay, bye-bye. All right.
All righty then. Oh, we have another call. Let me take this call real quick. Oh, and I missed it. Yes, release.
I need to write down her name.
Kidoki.
And the paper. Thank you. Any paper over there? All right. All right.
Okay. Good morning, caller.
Christmas isn't complete without shopping at Massey Store, getting a black cake and everything you want.
Listen to all of you, boy. Big up Massey one time.
Yes.
All right. Unfortunately, we just gave out that prize. So we thank you for participating, but there will be further giveaways.
Throughout the day.
So just keep listening to us here. Okay.
There'll be another giveaway in Activated Mornings this morning. So keep listening.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
All right.
Good
Bye.
morning.
All right. So I see that we have another caller. Now, caller, tell me if you're going to contribute to our discussion because we already gave away the prize. Hi, caller. Good morning. Okay.
Oh.
All right.
Oh no. All right.
All right.
If
So
you
you
don't
were
mind,
saying.
dropping the volume there a bit.
Mhm.
Yeah. Not the music volume, the telephone.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry. You were
Oh
saying.
my days.
Oh, we're doing something
My
else?
apologies. Yes, I am trying
Oh,
to get someone to join the discussion this morning. A little surprise guest.
all right. So is this on the topic that we were speaking of with the
Yes,
barley?
yes,
Okay.
yes,
All right.
yes,
So
it is.
just
Yes,
to
it
inform
is.
the listeners. All right. So we were speaking on the topic of the Barley Fish Fest. There is an article that appeared in One News St. Vincent last week in relation to the Fish Fest. That there seems to have been an abrupt end. I'm not sure if it was if it happened on more than one occasion, or if it was just the last occasion. And what we gathered from the article is that there are persons within the community who are, I guess, annoyed with the fact that music is playing at amplified levels, not sure how long it goes on for, etc. So is it that we have somebody on the line,
Yes, the
Ari?
best person to talk about this
Okay.
is on the line, Zenna. Good morning, Zenna.
Pleasant morning, everyone. Thanks
So
for having me here
the
this
other
morning.
voice that you're hearing, Zenna, is Roleza, and is what she's saying what is exactly the problem this morning?
Greetings. So, for those of you who are unfamiliar with the facilities, the Fish Fest is a monthly activity that we have as a community in order to not only share our culture, but also to give our vendors and our stakeholders, which are our vendors, our local DJs, and even our members of the community to showcase their talents and their craft on some occasions. So unfortunately, for the past, this has been happening for on more than numerous occasions, probably 3 or 4 months on a straight. Prior to last month. So as the president, obviously my stakeholders are going to eventually become annoyed by the fact that we only been getting mediocre responses from the police when it comes to having a better understanding as to why the festivities has been prematurely shut down.
What do you mean by mediocre responses?
Mediocre response in the fact that nobody has been telling us prior to the causation of the closing down.
So when exactly was the Fish Fest? Was it Friday or Sunday?
What's Friday? It's always on a Friday.
It's always on a Friday.
of
Okay.
every month.
So this
Yeah.
Friday, was it without interruption?
We were closed down at 12, I think around 12:15 last month. Well, for our first activity this month, which was the 5th, I believe, the 5th of December.
Mm-hmm.
We were giving permission. Normally, get permission to 2 o'clock, and on some months we probably might get a little squeeze here and there, and we might go over half an hour or 2 according. But last month they closed us down at 12:15, and this is when persons are normally just getting into the activity. Our vendors were now putting on fresh products on to fry, to stew, and at 12:15, vendors who had things on the fire and so on was put at a disadvantage.
Yeah. So, Zenna, Fish Fest
So
is
I
it?
can't,
Oh, sorry. Continue.
I can compensate my vendors for all of that inconvenience. And at the fact that at that point, we weren't given a heads up. Nobody called us to say nothing, that they are going to close down the festivities at 12:15. So I could at least give these people a heads up.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of food, a lot of resources, a lot of drinks was basically waste. And this is people livelihood.
Yeah,
This is people livelihood.
the Fish Fest is part of Baroli culture, Vincential culture. It's not something new. So do you believe
it's not something new?
Yeah, do you believe that it's Baga residents that are making complaints about the noise?
Unfortunately, one of the explanations that we've been getting is somebody who lives in the community and benefits from the community, unfortunately.
But you think it's just one person who's complaining, or it's several? Because I mean, yes, it's not to be dismissive of that one person's voice, but I find it interesting that a whole fest would shut down because of one person.
Come on, we know the country that we live in, and when you're this or that or whatever child or children, there's certain particulars that a lot of people are open to and they don't. And a lot of privilege that a lot of the upper echelons or whatever they want to call themselves have, and they know they have the privilege. They know they have the power. So they abuse the power because they're friends and colleagues with this and that and terror. They're not glasses with the ones with the power and the authority. We don't give a hell about poor people and how they live and how they survive. They don't. So it breaks my heart to really come on here this morning and let y'all know that unfortunately we have to understand the country that we live in.
Okay. I mean, well, I guess to interpret what you're saying, it's somebody who is lodging the complaint or making a fuss about it. But I mean,
somebody with strength and power.
Right.
That could make one phone call. And we have to understand that there are people with those authorities.
You know what's interesting?
In every community probably has one of them.
Yeah, every community does. What's interesting to me, right?
Every community.
When
but
I was
unfortunately, sorry. Go ahead, Ari.
Yeah, I was just about to say, when I was in Taiwan, everything would shut down at 10. Police would come at 10 on the dot to make sure your music not amplified. Because the Taiwanese old people, they don't play that.
Yeah.
And I used to always say that. Imagine I grew up in St. Vincent. Sometimes music go until morning and they accept the fact because that is part of the Vincential culture. Sometimes they have blockos, sometimes they have clubs in the area. Sometimes they have different activities happening. And it would be a little noisy. It might be annoying, but you get used to it. But something once a month, like Fish Fest, I don't see how one person should have the control to influence police coming and shutting down.
But I think for me, what is interesting is, or what is more interesting, it's not a matter of the activity being held once a month, but it's that there was an arrangement, a previous arrangement of the cutoff time. And to now impose a new cutoff time is what is wrong for me. And I also have to ask the question, what happens around carnival time when there are other activities happening within the community? Was there a cutoff? Early cutoff or premature cutoff time during carnival time for other activities?
Good question.
My sister, let me tell you. Right?
When I hear you, my sister boy, okay.
There are forces beyond our control that we have acknowledgement of, we have knowledge of. right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
There's the 9 mornings coming up in that same park. That same park or the square that we have majority of our festivities was ruined.
Mm-hmm.
The park was a central part of our history and our culture.
Mm-hmm.
And because of the intervening of, I wanted to let my words well, of patriarchal forces beyond our control, the park was ruined.
Mm-hmm.
And the park no longer becomes that center, that area where we as Baga people gather and we plan and we execute. And the park also had a form of unification within the community.
Mm-hmm.
This is where we went for everything, for crusades, for sporting activities.
Mm-hmm.
For, we had a festival. We normally used to have a festival for the Guy Fox night.
Mm-hmm.
That had to die. When I tell you die, with no resurrection, no resurrection,
Mm-hmm.
because of the intervention of patriarchal forces that nobody asked for.
All right.
The park is just there.
Mm-hmm.
Park is just there, and the powers within the elite, they decide what happens there, when it happens, and to whom it happens to.
Mm-hmm. I've heard the issues.
If they decide that, if they decide a crusade is good, the forces even had an incident where they were having a crusade at the park, and this particular individual went and cursed off the pastor and ensured that the crusade was cut off within the time that that individual felt it was necessary.
They say Zenna Baga super villain. No,
Let me tell you.
this force is noise police.
No, the forces is no longer the police. The forces are the ones that knock glasses with the elite.
No, I'm saying they are now the police.
They are
Community
now
police.
the police. They are now the police, the governor general. There's one-man government.
It seemed that way. But then unfortunately, we at the end of this segment. Anything you'd like to say to the listeners before we part ways this morning?
Listen, good morning everybody again. The bag of fish will be happening again. Hopefully we don't get shut down the 22nd of December. For those of you who are interested in coming and having some delicious blackfish cuisine and come and take part in the culture and fellowship with us in Baga. Love and light, everybody.
All right. Thanks again for joining us this morning, Zenna.
All right. Have a great morning.
You too.
Yes,
thanks.
you too. All right. So the time is now 8:02, soon to be 8:03 in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and your time check was brought to you by New Haven Funeral Home.
Death is a fact of life. Even though death is a fact of